Hello everyone, Argsy here. Welcome back to Deer Creek. We're carrying on with our soybean harvest where we left off after our live stream over the last weekend. We're probably about 2/3 of the way through here. We don't have too much left. Nice to see the 8RX there catching up to us and everything. Starting off very smoothly, and I've been so impressed with how the latest version of Courseplay has been running the combines. We've had 3 of them here. And we've had very few issues. In fact, the only issues we have had to deal with is headers clattering into some of the power poles up there on the top end of the field, just with the turning. So very happy with how this is all going. And of course this is the last of our crops to get harvested, so we're just going to motor our way through here. We've got the 8RT and the 9RX are both ploughing field number 4 over the road, so they are going to carry on with that. Now I am mindful our money's just, we're burning through our money, we're using all these workers, but it certainly is the best way to get the work done on this farm, and we've got a lot of product sitting in bins that we will be able to get sold soon, so I'm not adverse to continuing to borrow, and in fact we're going to have to because we need to go and buy some more lime. Field number 9 over on the far side of the map, that needs to have some lime applied. Now I've had a look in the field calculator. And in here, field number 9, there you can see it's telling us we're going to need just over 60,000 litres of lime to get that spread onto there. So we've got 10,000 litres sitting up in the silo back at the farm, so we are going to have to go and buy some more. So we're going to get these guys continuing here. We're going to go and grab the Anthem, pull out the auger trailer and head on down to the co-op and pick up some lime down there. And then we can come back and get the 8R set up with the lime spreader and start spreading some lime, because ideally we are going to go and start planting before the end of the episode, getting some winter wheat into those other 2 fields. So we'll leave these guys running here and go make a start on that. Now just before we head off to the co-op, I am just going to add an extra $10,000 there into our bank account. Takes us up over 11 grand. That should be enough to at least keep our guys going for a little bit longer and cover the costs of the lime. So the other addition we had made from a mod perspective, you'll see in the bottom left corner, we talked about this during the live stream. That is the simple inspector that's available on ModHub and is a very good way to be able to keep track of what is where and how full it is. So you can see there the X9 is 93, getting close to 94% full. The S790 is also getting up towards 90% full. So hopefully our grain cart, which you can see there at 76% full, we'll go and get one of those emptied out before it runs back down to the truck and unloads, and keeps everything moving in the field. And just while we're driving along here, we will take a very quick look here at the ploughing, and it looks like the 2 tractors have got onto the headland passes. Now we did have a few little issues with getting them on the right pass, because we obviously started on the up and down roads, not the headlands, and it was just a little bit tricky, mainly because of this narrow little piece and a couple of trees to get them going. So we will have to come back and possibly tidy some up, or try and find the correct courseplay course for them. But here we are at the co-op. We'll go in and get some lime put into the trailer and back down to, in fact we'll take this straight down to field number 9 and then get the tractor down there as well. Here we go, 43,800 litres plus the 10,000 we have back at the yards. Not quite going to be enough. We needed 60 and we're only going to have about 54,000. But that's not to worry. In fact, we've chewed through all of that $10,000 just buying lime, which is a little bit of a worry. We were going to have to add some more into our loan. But one of the other additions I did just want to mention about Courseplay, the current version, is the little new heads-up display there up in the top right corner. So we've just got a warning, one should be refueled and another needs to be unloaded. So we can tell which needs to be unloaded. That'll be the X9. But if we just grab our mouse and hover up over here, it tells us the X9 needs to be unloaded and the 9250 needs fuel. So nice little additions there. Just much better from a design perspective than the FS19 warnings were. It's just much cleaner integration of that text and display. So I'm very impressed with that. Right. Let's get this down to field number 9. We'll go and make sure we can get some fuel into those combine and make sure everything's running nicely, and then we'll go over and get the lime started. I feel like we're hemorrhaging money just a little bit at the moment. We've just taken the last 500 litres of diesel out of the diesel tank. Now that case is going to start running down a row there, so I think, what if they got 6%? They should make it to the end row, so we'll head down and meet them at the other end. We'll ignore the grain cart that's driving through the middle of our crop, unfortunately, but we'll head down there and meet them. Now what I do want to do, this is our last little section, so I am just going to take a little bit of a moment and we'll just get some montage shots of the combines, because we didn't get the chance to do that, and I do enjoy the fact we've got 3 combines running in the field at the moment. Not often we have had that, and certainly not with the degree of success we've had this time around. So we'll get down here, we'll park up, and we'll take a chance, capture a few nice harvesting shots and put together a little montage for you. So we'll catch up with you in just a little bit.
Stars driving down the boulevard at night, playing Coldplay on repeat, watching people on the street as I go by. And it doesn't even matter to me where I go, I just feel I need to take a ride. Got my coffee cup to go, and I'm gonna hit the road tonight. Now my wheels in motion and my windows open with the wind blowing in my hair. I'm driving down the highway, gonna do this my way. I can feel it in the air. Here I go. As the sun goes down. No, it doesn't even matter to me where I go, just feel I need to take a ride. I don't know when I'll get back, keep on going and relax tonight. Now my wheels in motion and my windows open with the wind blowing in my hair. I'm driving down the highway, gonna do this my way. I can feel it in the air. Here I go. I'm not heading for the stars, driving down this boulevard tonight. Yeah, playing Coldplay on repeat, watching people on the street as I go by. Now my wheels in motion and my windows open with the wind blowing in my hair. I'm driving down the highway, gonna do this my way. I can feel it in the air. Here I go.
Look at the lime spreader out. We've gone to the effort of setting the auger up to try and get the lime out, but it appears that I can just pull up beside it and refill it. Doesn't look like there is a refill option, unless I need to put the auger around this side. Maybe I've got the auger in the wrong spot, and if we'd done it around here, it might have worked. And in fact, before we take all the lime out, I want to figure this out. So let's grab the auger and bring it around this side and see if it'll work over there. And so we've brought the auger around here, and I can actually press refill and use that. And there we go. We're getting the lime out of the bins up through the auger into the spreader. So pleased to see that that does work, and I was able to figure it out. Just adds that little level of realism that we wouldn't otherwise have had. So that's good. Right, we can leave that there. The bonus is everything's out of the way of the truck when the auto drive cart gets back here. But let's head on down to field number 9 and go and start getting the lime spread. We just arrived here at the field. We need to get a little bit more lime into the spreader, of course. That lid opened up. Arrive in here underneath the auger, which we set up last time. And we'll just have to wait and see if the truck engine's running or not. Doesn't look like it is. There we go. Just had to hop in it. One of those annoying little things. The engine was running, but it just needed to detect someone in there to be able to start unloading. That's the first of the hoppers done, so we'll just flick that across to the next one and hopefully get some more lime in. Here we go, here it comes. So that should be the spreader full, so we can now go and make a start. Get closed down again, get everything unfolded, and we'll see how close we can get to getting this all done. We estimated 60,000 litres, we've got about 53, so let's just see how far we can get. Turn that on there. I do want to set some GPS up already. Have our width set, so we'll just get here as close as we can. We'll set it up along the long edge like we normally do in this field. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this on a little bit of a time lapse, get this done as quickly as we can. So we'll see you either when the field's finished or when we've run out of lime. Well, I'm not sure how close the estimate was, but we are going to run out. We've got 3.5 passes left to do. We're on pass number 4. The first one on the left is pass 0. So we've got 1, 2, 3 and the rest of this one. So we've gone pretty close, but not quite close enough. Now we're not going to bother taking the truck back. I think we'll run down here in the tractor because we only really need one spreader load. I know that because I've been counting how many rows we could do with one load. So we'll head on down to the co-op, go and pick up a little bit more lime and come back and get this last little piece finished off. We've made it back. We've been down and now have a full spreader of lime. That will be more than enough to get this field done. I'm expecting we should end up with about, well, if we have about 8,000 litres left, that will mean that that field calculator was pretty accurate, but we'll wait and see when we're done. I think we'll probably have a little bit less than that because it doesn't take into account the overlaps we had on the field, particularly up with the angled rows up against the road, so probably used a little bit more up there. But let's just get this finished and we'll see what we're left with. Well, last pass and we're just heading past the 7,000 litre mark, so we weren't too far off. We've probably used about 65,000 litres, so probably 10% more, which should be about right with overlaps, wastage, all that kind of thing. So I'm pretty happy with that. That's worked out quite well. So with that done, we're going to head back up to the farm and get things parked up, and I'm pretty sure everything else is finished up there. The combines, the plows, everything should be all done. So might be a good time to get things tidied up and put away. So there we go, everything's finished here. We're just getting the last of the beans delivered. Combines all lined up there. Most of the neighbours' combine will be heading back sometime soon, but they've just left that there for now. So that should be, once I've got the last of the beans out, that should be everything done. So we'll get the truck back around to the silos, see how many beans we've ended up with. There we are, dumping the front hopper out. Should be just a minute to get this done. It's a very fast emptying trailer, we've mentioned it a number of times. There we go, and the back hopper will hardly be full at all. It should not take much time to empty all the beans out of there. There we go, not much time at all. Right, with that done, let's take a look in the silo and see what we've got. We've ended up with just over 350,000 litres of soybeans all up. So to go with our barley and dry corn there, we've certainly got a lot of product sitting in the bins and waiting to be sold. If we just take a look here, soybeans peak prices in June and July, so we've got a few months before we can sell those. Barley peak price though, December, so we'll be able to get a lot of that sold. And right down the bottom, dry corn has a bit of a peak in December, but so long as we can get enough money off our barley, I'd like to hold on to it till June. So we'll see how we go with that. But that's going to wrap things up for today. I'm just going to spend a little bit of time cleaning things, getting the combines put away. They're done for winter, so we need to get them winterized. We need to get them all put away. We need to get the grain cart sorted out, get the plows back over here from the other fields. We're all finished with the truck as well. That can go and get put away, although we're going to need it out very soon again for the barley. We might have to look about whether we can get someone to come in and give us a hand with that as well, because we do have a few loads to get transported to the sell point. Now tomorrow we do have our planting day. It is our only day we have left to get the winter crops in, so fingers crossed for nice weather. Now we do have a little bit of a surprise coming in. We do have the Borgo rep has offered us a seeder, a big ear seeder, not the largest one they have in the fleet, but the size down. So we're going to give that a go and see how it compares with our Seed Hawk, which I'm quite looking forward to. So I think that is a perfect place to wrap things up for this episode. Do hope you have enjoyed it. As always, thank you all very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.